You are holding history in your hands. It looks ordinary, soft, simple, almost invisible. But this food changed humanity forever, long before skyscrapers, long before kings, long before writing. There was bread. For most of human history, people never stayed in one place. They followed animals. They searched for fruit. They gathered wild plants. Nothing belonged to anyone for long. Then something unexpected happened. Around 12,000 years ago, the climate began to change. The last ice age slowly ended. Across a region called the Fertile Crescent, wild wheat and barley spread across the landscape. People noticed something strange. The seeds could be collected, stored, and planted again. For the first time, food could grow where humans decided. Instead of following nature, humans began changing it. That single idea rewrote history. Archaeologists believe some of the earliest bread appeared over 14,000 years ago. It was flat, dense, and made from wild grains gathered by hunter-gatherers. Researchers discovered burnt crumbs at a site in Jordan. The bread came before farming. That changes everything. Maybe bread did not appear because of agriculture. Maybe agriculture appeared because people wanted more bread. Imagine tasting warm bread after weeks of hunting. Would you return to wild berries? Or would you grow more grain? Nobody knows the exact answer. But the evidence suggests bread became worth settling down for. Villages slowly appeared. Families stayed together. Fields replaced forests. Wild landscapes became farms. Every harvest brought more grain. More grain meant more bread. More bread meant more people. Population exploded. But there was a price. Farmers worked longer hours than hunters. Their diets became less varied. Skeletons show they often became shorter and less healthy. Why would anyone accept a harder life? Because farming produced something hunting rarely could: a surplus. Extra food. Extra food changed everything. Not everyone needed to grow crops anymore. Some people became builders. Others became potters. Some became soldiers. Others became priests. Jobs were born. Civilization had begun. Soon grain became wealth. Whoever controlled the harvest controlled power. Large storage buildings appeared. So did taxes, governments, and armies. Could one simple food really create empires? History suggests it could. Ancient Egypt depended on grain from the Nile. Rome fed hundreds of thousands with imported wheat. Entire economies rose and fell depending on successful harvests. Bread became more than food. It became money. Workers were often paid in grain. Rulers handed out bread to prevent riots. A full stomach could keep a kingdom peaceful. An empty one could destroy it. Even writing may owe something to bread. Some of the earliest written records tracked grain supplies and food storage. People first wrote down numbers because food had to be counted. Bread quietly helped invent bureaucracy. It also reshaped the human body. For thousands of years, eating grains influenced our teeth, jaws, and digestion. Scientists have even linked farming to new diseases caused by crowded settlements. The price of civilization was higher than anyone expected. Yet almost every culture eventually baked its own bread. Some used wheat. Others used rye, corn, rice, or millet. Different grains. The same idea. Take tiny seeds. Feed an entire society. Today, billions of people eat bread without thinking about its past. A sandwich. A slice of toast. A simple roll beside dinner. Each one carries thousands of years of human history. The next time you smell fresh bread, remember what it really represents. It is not just food. It is the reason cities exist. It helped create governments. It transformed nature into civilization. It changed what it meant to be human.